Hey guys, what's going on? It's Rekt Capital and welcome back to the Rekt Capital channel. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Let's talk about where we are in the cycle, and not just about where we are in Bitcoin's market cycle, overall Bitcoin bull market, but where are we in the crypto money flow cycle at the moment. So we're going to be answering these two questions in this video, so subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Let's dive right into it. So in the previous video, I spoke about how Q1 of 2017 for Bitcoin's price action was similar to Q1 of 2021 for Bitcoin's price action, and basically the key takeaways in a nutshell were that Bitcoin bull market corrections tend to occur at the beginning and the end of a quarter. We saw that in 2017 and also in 2021. But of course, we saw more Bitcoin bull market corrections in 2017, number one, and number two, versus just number one in 2021. But every time we recover from this retrace, we tend to see a move eclipse the amount that was retraced. And that happens every single time. 37% over 16% and 31%. Well, we know what happened later on in 2017. But these Bitcoin bull market retraces, whether they're actual corrections or dips of minus 16 or minus 20, minus 25%, these tend to last, well, the dips tend to last a few days, but the actual corrections tend to last a week or 3 weeks or 2 weeks in 2021 for the Bitcoin bull market correction, and we saw a week and 2 weeks for the Bitcoin bull market dips. So generally speaking, we saw two major corrections in Q1 of 2017 and one dip. And in 2021 Q1, we saw one major correction, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Bitcoin bull market dips. And really interesting because there are a few differences, but generally there are more similarities in terms of what we're actually seeing in the Bitcoin price action and the cycle, which leads me to believe that we're probably going to see more similarities than differences in Q2 of 2021. And this is actually a chart of Bitcoin's market cycle in 2017. And you can see here that Q2 was fantastic for Bitcoin's price action, but also for altcoins as well. Because Bitcoin had a uptrend, it enjoyed a multi-week uptrend, but it had many periods of consolidation in between as well. You can see here and even here as well, as it was gradually upticking. So lots of great upside for Bitcoin and also altcoins as well. And you can see how Q2 has historically been a fantastic period for the crypto market as a whole. And seeing how similar the Q1 in 2017 was to Q1 in 2021, it gives a lot of confidence and confluence for what we could see in Q2, and that's a bullish quarter for both Bitcoin and altcoins going forward. And at the moment, what we're seeing in the market is we're seeing money flow to large caps. We're seeing large caps do really well, position themselves for fantastic upside, resolving their market structures, their main market structures. So Ethereum breaking out from a triangle, and Litecoin also following Ethereum in that sense as well. Dash being on the cusp of a potential springboard to higher price levels. We're seeing large caps really position themselves for fantastic upside, and this is going to set these caps quite nicely, mid caps and low caps, as we progress throughout the Q2. And it's really important because we're seeing fantastic upside in altcoin market cap as well. Altcoin market cap has increased 61% in only 42 days since retesting the old all-time highs of 2017 as a support. So this was a resistance, now a new support, but we need to focus now on Q2, because Q2 is probably going to be a bullish time. And the way that this hype cycle, altcoin hype cycles as a whole, tend to work, we tend to see extreme fear, maximum pessimism in the early stages of Q1, and then maximum greed and peaking price action at the end of Q1. And this is generally a correct model, but how I view it in bull markets is I tend to look at Q1 and Q2 as one long cycle. So it would probably be something more like this, where we tend to see the cycle extend into quarter two, the end of quarter two, and then actually resynchronize with this model. And that's historically been the case in bull markets for altcoins, that quarter one and quarter two kind of merge into one hype cycle. So we're not going to see distribution at the end of quarter one, at the early stages of quarter two in altcoins. We're probably going to see maybe a small dip, but we're probably going to see further continuation in the hype cycle, and we're already seeing this deviation from the altcoin hype cycle model. So this is altcoin dominance, a great metric for showcasing the valuation changes in altcoins and how dominant they are becoming in the altcoin market, in the crypto market as a whole. And you're seeing that altcoin dominance is just increasing all the time, pretty much consolidating at these highs for multiple weeks. But then we see an increase nonetheless, and you're already seeing that this is going against what we tend to see in altcoin hype cycles. So where we see distribution at the end of the quarter according to this model. And this model is most of the time correct. But the way that models work is that they just model reality. They can't accommodate for a complex reality with many different variables. Generally, this model is correct most of the time, but in bull markets, we just tend to see a tendency where we just see altcoins go against the hype cycle model, and we tend to see quarter one and quarter two merge into one hype cycle. And we're already seeing that, and that doesn't mean we're going to see continuation towards the upside with no dips in between going forward. We're probably going to see a dip, but it's going to be only a dip, not something like this where we saw tremendous sell side pressure on altcoins. So we're going to see these two quarters merge into one hype cycle. And that's probably going to be building on altcoin market cap anyway. Even if we do see a dip, altcoin market cap is going to still continue its rise towards the upside, and we're going to see money flow in and out of different large caps, mid caps, and low caps. We're going to see a lot of that money flow in this segment of the money flow cycle. Of course, quarter two tends to be a bullish time for Bitcoin, so I wouldn't be surprised to see Bitcoin enjoy some money flow movement as well, and then consolidate for these caps to take off. We're going to probably see a lot of movement inside these assets going forward over the coming weeks. So whenever Bitcoin will rally, we'll see depletion in the mid cap and low cap region, but large caps are probably going to be following Bitcoin in that uptrend. And once Bitcoin consolidates, we're going to see large caps leapfrog and extend themselves in the uptrend. And then we're going to see money flow into mid caps and low caps. So a great time is looming large for cryptocurrencies as a whole. We're going to see a lot of money flow inside these segments of the money flow cycle. But bear in mind, quarter two being a very good period for altcoins and Bitcoin, the end of quarter two is going to be a bit difficult for both. And we're going to see a deep and long correction for both altcoins and Bitcoin. And that's just been the case historically. And we're probably going to see that happen again this time near the end of this quarter, which will probably result in a resynchronization of the altcoin hype cycle, where we're going to see a lackluster quarter three for the most part, and then we're going to see an increase once again. So for altcoins, this is going to be one hype cycle where we essentially see something like this, or rather like this, where pretty much we're just going up all the time and then going to sell off at the end of quarter two, and then endure a corrective quarter three before further price appreciation in altcoins and Bitcoin. That's something we can expect going forward, and at the moment we're really seeing that in altcoin dominance. Probably a dip first at some point in the next few weeks maybe, and then further continuation, but that dip is going to be a major one. So in any case, guys, this is where we are in the cycle when it comes to Bitcoin's price action. We're still very early on when taking into account all the upside we still have ahead of us, and we're somewhere here in the money flow cycle where we're seeing money flow in and out of Bitcoin and large caps before seeing this cascading money flow into different segments, lower segments and lower cap altcoins as well later on in the Q2 altcoin hype cycle. So that's about it for today's video update. I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave a like if you liked the video, and of course subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'm Rekt Capital, and I'll speak to you in the next one. Speak to you soon.